All right. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is bright and early for most of the world. I'm here with Emmy and Maljack for this match, joined by Pod today. Hello, Pod.
Hello, T-Bags in chat. How you all doing?
Yeah, pretty good. It's this is unfortunately a lower bracket match. I do hate to see one of these two runners go, but it's how it has to be at this stage in the tournament. So Emmy and Maljack have both been playing very well, but are in lower brackets. So only one will move on. And yeah, right away we get a fun little village spawn. You know, who doesn't love a little savannah village? They're so quaint.
It's pretty easy to get started for the two of them, so
Mm-hmm.
let's see how they route this and how they go with everything. Is there any graphic for this seed?
Yeah, there's as they go around, there's actually not much else to look at. So
Yeah, there's not really much in that
yeah,
overworld.
it's
Looks
just a
pretty
village.
straightforward if you spawn in a village.
Just a village. Not too much going on. First flint one, golem draft five. So as good as you can get, actually, on those basic things. There's really no other structures or lava around, so they're just gonna have to make their way. I don't even think there's a bucket house. So I know, pretty boring standard ESI seed, nothing fun or interesting. But in the nether, you do have two pretty close bastions. I mean, that's kind of as close as you can get. Trades look a little bit slow to pick up, but once you get maybe 10 gold blocks, you're going to go for that. You'll get plenty of stuff. Fortress up north is the only one that looks pretty obvious. And you have some choices for strongholds. I don't know. You only need one more blaze for that 3 eyes, so it's probably the go-to choice. But if you want to do a pearl hang, one more blaze rod you need, it's really not that bad.
No, this seed looks a little bit interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting to see how the nether looks for them, because that looks like it's going to dictate most of the route. Overworld is probably just going to be all down to how the lava pool phases out for them, like what lava entries they find, because first try Flint, it's going to be pretty straightforward overworld for them.
yeah.
Is the end cyclable or zero cyclable?
I have a medium difficulty zero cycle, so that means unless you're very practiced, probably not. It's possible, but if I write down medium, that means like you really got to be on point to be able to do it. So I don't know. Like sometimes it's 1/8, sometimes it's buried, sometimes it's a back dragon tall tower. So it kind of depends on your own comfort with each of those difficult ones.
Yeah, okay.
In the nether, I
I
have
haven't.
a bridge or a good gap stables. It looks like are the two different options. So we'll see what they scout out here.
Okay. Yeah, those are pretty equal bastions. Whichever generally has the terrain might be the one they choose, and the bridge looks like it might be a little bit buried and a little bit harder to get to, with requiring a few more blocks.
Yeah, I think I tested different nether spawn positions, and based on which one you do, will kind of dictate which bastion is easier to get to. So,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, it looks like Emmy is going towards. What is that? Stables? Yeah, that's stable. That one looks very close.
Yeah, it does. Is Emmy practiced in Zero Cycle? I haven't watched many of her matches.
I think so, except I forget now because there's been so many people. But I think so. I don't know. Chat.
I think everyone's. Yeah, I forgot we have a chat to provide us info.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with this tournament as well, everyone's realizing that you just need to know Zero Cycle, like to save that 20 seconds on the end, or like on even like a good perch. You just need to know it.
Yeah, it's
so they're all practicing.
Yeah, the tournament mod isn't necessarily like forcing it. It's not like we at ASI want to force everyone to do zero cycle, but the tournament mod does make it a lot more reliable. And in a scouted format, it's just a really good strategy, honestly. Like if you were trying to go for a world record or top 10 times in like SRG, you also really need to know zero cycle, because having the info of the end before doing the run just makes all the world of difference. For zero, makes it way easier.
Yeah. You also got with there being a shorter format as well, doing zero is more beneficial. Like if they were able to run these seeds for a week, you could wait for perches and just run them back over and over again. But
Yeah,
The
yeah.
shorter the format, the more zero helps as well. Just
See a lot of
standardizes that RNG for you.
Big Macs from Maljacks in the chat. I guess that's good. That's the chant we're going with now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I'm
not a
down.
bad one.
I'm down for Big Macs. I don't know if Maljack is favorable of Big Macs though. You know.
I'd say it would be. Is that a shipwreck in the village?
I don't think so. I think there's nothing.
What was that dirt shape I was looking at there on Maljack's screen?
It might just be like a weird house. Oh, this one's funny. You also spawn directly next to a cat, like 1 block away. I wonder if can it be a different cat each time, or is it always gonna be a jelly cat? Hungry Jacks. That's Amazon just saying Hungry Jacks, and that's it. Yeah, cats. Is it gonna be a jelly cat? I'm gonna pay careful attention to this.
That's the important stuff we need to figure out by the end of this to ensure we know what the cat's gonna be. Is a cat RNG standardized? Taming for cats?
No, I don't think so. Unless Log really went all out and went the extra mile and standardized like 40 more things that I'm unaware of. I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably gonna be a different cat each time.
And they get a 30-second discount on time if they tame a cat as well, if I remember correctly, yeah?
30 seconds. Let's see. How long would it take on average to get 30 fish and tame a cat? Yeah, probably 30 seconds. Yeah, that seems fair. Seems fair to me.
That'd be a very interesting thing to have as like a random. You need to know how to tame cats as quick as possible. Chuck it in your route.
How far do cats follow you? Like if you tame a cat and have it like standing and then you nether travel somewhere, like will it teleport?
I'm not sure. Alex said to me recently that if you go out of render distance, there's 32 chunks, they won't follow you. So I don't know how they going into the nether.
What about spawn chunks? Yeah, could you spawn chunk it? Tame a cat and have it only if chunks loaded. Okay, so you could. So if you tamed a cat in this village and had it standing up, went into the nether, came out in the stronghold, the cat would be there? Could you get a cat into the end dimension in this run? Is my question.
So take 2 minutes off your time, you get the cat in the end dimension.
I mean, that seems doable. That seems doable to me. You have to put it in the portal. Sounds doable. Okay.
That's why it's 2 minutes taken off.
So I do see the end spawn is an overhang. So it looks like it is zeroable, but you got to deal with a little bit of an overhang. So that's why it's higher difficulty. So I don't even think Emmy scouted the pillar. I think I just saw the, spawn, and then Emmy said, all right, whatever. So I don't think it's going to be a 0.
No, it doesn't look like she'll be doing 0 here. Emmy's just running from the village, though, heading straight for buried treasure. I saw that she was scouting before.
Oh, the buried treasure scout. You know what? Buried treasure is the most overpowered structure in the game, as everyone knows. So in SRG, that's pretty much what you only reset for, is just buried treasures.
And then it's very hard to create tournaments and find seeds that have no buried treasures close.
Yep, I have to find.
Like this one's like 200. This 200 blocks away, and she's still running for it. So
yeah, I mean, with only a village at spawn, I mean, it's 5 iron from the golem, but then you got to worry about a pick. So if this is a minute time loss to get here, it still solves all of your tool issues.
Especially if the entry works out to be close, because I think the wood might be a problem here, but. There's no TNT in that buried treasure. Okay. But plenty of resources.
Yeah, good food.
Maljack's still scouting here. I think Maljack was mentioning before that he might try to scout for a little bit longer in these ones, just to try to see if he can get the absolute best route, and just see if that works out as a way to get a few more points in these, because with the point structure, getting the best time does equate to getting... I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 3 points for the best time.
It's 1 point for that completion, and then 1 bonus point. But it also breaks ties, points. So it's basically like 1.5. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you get the fastest time, you immediately have like 2.5 points, which is pretty substantial. Your opponent has to get 2 more completions than you to win it.
Yeah, and with 40 minutes as well in the scouting time, generally the max someone could get, generally the max that they'll get is like around 3 completions,
Yeah,
right? So like,
we still haven't
so
seen
yeah,
someone win on completions alone. But people have won with, you know, winning by completions and by fastest time. So like someone has completed seed 3 times where their opponent has only completed it once, but they also, you know, if you're completing it 3 times, likely you're also going to have the fastest time. Like,
yes, yeah.
so it's just kind of how it works
It'll
out.
be interesting to see if there's a meta shift as this goes along as well for changing how they route this and how much time they spend routing and how much they want to spend playing seeds and getting completions.
Yeah, I don't mind the 10 minutes of scouting at all. I think a lot of players
Yeah.
shied away from it, but are getting more used to trying to get the optimal best route down first. So I think, yeah, 10 minutes is totally fine. And I think both runners have settled on the stables. Emmy's spawn is actually, there's a lot of people really close to that buried treasure, right up next to that stables. Maljack here getting the other side, actually.
Yeah.
Spawning right next to the leg of that bridge. So if you got blocks, I could reasonably see doing the bridge instead. But I think
With no
Maljack's still...
TNT in that buried treasure, there's not really a reliable way to get those blocks quickly. No, I was thinking even if they can make shears because the golem does drop 5, but then they still need a way to light their portal. And yeah. Emmy routing, just doing good gap, standard good gap route. And Maljack's still just trying to optimize his route.
Oh, Amazon.
Amazon.
You know, there's some bias in chats, you know, like there's some messages from first time chatters that I'm like, nope, you're out of here, bro. You've proven me that you're immature, you're not welcome in the chat, you're done. But you know, advanced chatters like Amazon, you get a lot of leeway. Oh, Stained also gets a lot of leeway. Steal
Yeah.
you know, an OG in the chat, so a lot of a lot of extra privilege some people get in the chat, you know? It's not fair.
It isn't fair. If I go into a chat and type in I donated $1 million, I'll get banned.
Yeah.
But Amazon's still allowed to type in Jim Maljack me off, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's almost crossing the line though. It is very, very close. So it's okay, Steel. I understand. You're excited for the match. I get it. How many people from different regions do we still have in the tournament? Actually, is a fun question. Is Maljack the last one from like Australia region?
Who else were your entries from Australia, New Zealand region?
Geo.
I know Maljack and Molly.
Might have been there. I think there were just 3, I guess.
Who was the third? Sorry?
Geo's Philippines, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. So this is kind of the Australia time zone's last hope here with Maljack.
Yeah. Then I can no longer cast matches. I was sitting here every time a Maljack match comes up, I'm like, yeah, I'm available.
Yeah, then I don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. Mostly Antoine gets these times, I think, though, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maljack spent over 10 minutes of scouting, right? Let's see, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 12.
I haven't paid attention to what Emmy's entry time was here, but that seems like a weak gauge of I can't actually read Maljack's time on the display at the moment. But Maljack's entry time here hopefully will have paid off. Hopefully this pays off for Maljack and we see the extra time as a bit of a shift in mentality for everyone, as whether they start taking advantage of that extra time that they have.
Yeah, I mean,
or if Doesn't do anything.
If this is going to be, I mean, let's say 10-minute completion. Emmy's entering the fort at about 6 minutes. The blaze rates are a little bit slow. Let's say maybe an 11-ish minute completion. That should give Emmy comfortably 3. So as long as Maljack is confident enough where he's going to complete the seed a single time, then it's just going to be based on, no, twice.
Yes, yeah.
Maljack needs to complete the seed twice, then it'll come down purely to time. So that seems pretty reasonable, but you're giving yourself a little bit less room for error, and could always end up mattering at the very end. So
yeah, I think error still punishes you either way though. Like if you happen to spike the best route and spend 5 minutes and just you'll just get the best route, don't even spike, just like 5 minutes is all it takes you to get the best route, then you're gonna, like, even the extra completions don't really do that much for you, so you're still better off revisiting your routes and trying to like make changes. Like Maljack here is like, I think looking from it, like gonna be quite behind Emmy because they have to make a pick where she doesn't. And I saw him loot a triple chest, and now he's looted another chest before he's even started the route at 4 minutes.
Ooh,
oh
wow, that
and
piglin
yeah,
did not care about gold. He's
no,
not like the other girls. That piglin, he's quirky. That one.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
There's still time
Consistency
for
win
two
impossible in this
completions.
tournament? I don't think so. I think consistency win will happen once. It's just,
I think
like, usually the more consistent runners are also the faster ones, so it's just rare for someone to be more consistent but also slower. I think is the only problem.
yeah. And the consistency win could also happen from the other thing where they still complete 2 runs, but the other person just fails to, or 3 runs, and the other person just fails to complete more than 1, but it still gets the fastest.
I mean, it could very
It's not,
reasonably happen here. Emmy is exiting in around 9 minutes and still has 23 minutes to go. Looks like a pretty comfortable 3 completions. If Emmy just like chills out, isn't going for 0 here, just goes for, a simple safe route with plenty of food, and Maljack makes 1 more mistake, that's it. Like, Emmy's just untouchable at 3 completions.
It's not even a bad perch time. It was a minute 12, I think. So yeah, like even just waiting for perch on this seed is not bad. I do worry that Emmy's overworld route and route in general might be better than Maljack's though, because buried treasures, they just set you so far in front. Maljack has to go get the iron and the bastions out of the way. It's not there. Maljack's having to punch hay in the village. That's extra time lost. Like, you lose so many times on so little things that even though you spawn on it, that extra little bit of running, it's not that bad. But we'll see here when we get a track on like the entry times for them both.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because Maljack does have very minimal travel time. I mean, you look at his routes, immediate tools, immediate wood, golem is right there, hay is right there, dig down is right here. So wasting no time. But yeah, the slower tools, you don't have gold tools, you don't have gold armor, you don't have iron pick.
Yep.
It is about 2 minutes right now, so I'm thinking maybe 220-ish entry for Maljack without an iron pick. The nether spawn also seems worse, which is kind of painful.
Yeah. I mean, just see what Emmy's entry time is, because I think Maljack still has to spend, even on this entry, what's that, 240 is he entering?
229.
229, sorry. Times, I'm gonna open up your stream on the thing so I can read the text.
It's really bad. Okay.
The bitrate drops.
Yeah, Emmy finishing off the 1 cycle here with a nice 11:21 to start things off. Very respectable. Nice. I would really love to see a consistency win right here, to be honest. I mean, I think it might just be faster. Well, we'll have to see from Maljack. It seems like a riskier, potentially faster route from Maljack. But if the Bastion is substantially slower from the Iron Pick, then it doesn't look like this route is going to do it.
Oh yeah, just like watching Maljack now, he's going up top here. So when I was watching it before, he goes up top here, does this chest, and then he digs through the back afterwards.
Mhm.
So I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of that chest is. Like, it's just getting some gold ingots. Feels like he needs the extra safety going into the bastion. Like, it looked like gold helmet, and there should be enough gold blocks in the side. I'm assuming. I guess stables gaps can be
Yeah, depending
pretty
on
rough.
how much string and pearls they want. 8 gold blocks is okay, but 10 gold blocks makes you pretty set. So maybe just wanting that 10 gold blocks for sure. But there's also like those extra ones above the good gaps, so I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, there are the two that randomly spawn up there. Yeah, Maljack didn't go for manhunt here this time either. Like, there was no one really up there for him, but yeah. Interesting.
Don't see many pigs. What? Okay, there's 3 from above. There's 4. Wow. Maljack from the entire center of the stables bastion got a singular piglin.
Yeah, just been rolled. There's a zombie pig there, so.
But I don't even see any that are getting scared. They're just gone, dude. His bastion doesn't have piglins. Wow, I don't know what to say. I mean,
Did we check if it's a public holiday for piglins?
I guess
it might be in Australia, actually.
Oh no.
So yeah.
Oh wait,
it's regional based.
In Australia, it's Arnar. See, I got it. I know how to do it. Classic.
I don't. Does it actually sound like that?
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, when is the Queen's birthday? That is a public holiday that we get soon.
What? In Australia?
Oh. Yeah, we get a public holiday for the Queen's birthday.
The Queen of England?
Yeah. Are
you still doing that? Wow.
It's a free day off work. Yes, we're doing it.
Us Americans got fed up with the British a long time ago, so I don't know. There's some pent up hatred between us. I don't know why.
Yeah. Dude, it is a cute old lady. There's nothing wrong there. What an entry time was it there for that's like a 3-minute entry. Like probably like, let's say 2:45 entry for Emmy. But going straight down to the route. Alright, so already basically starting the Bastion route 3:20-ish, because hasn't got any pigs yet.
Dude, Maljack is just sitting around. See how many pigs Emmy gets, but like, dude, I don't understand. How does a good gap stables get you 4 piglins maximum? I think Emmy also has 4.
Emmy's having the exact same thing. This is why you do bridge, and this is why bridge is a world record bastion.
Based.
It has more pigs.
So based. There's 5 for Emmy. 6.
I wouldn't be surprised if Maljack went and did bridge after this.
Is it like a double single bridge? What is it? No.
If there's one good side, that can be so quick.
It is double single, but
yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, I mean, passing 5 zombie pings. Oh, you know what? It's because they have an SSV spawn. The only spawning spaces available are skeletons, which are limited, and then the Bastion can spawn zombie piglins. That's why this Bastion is so slow. It's just all zombies.
Yeah. Zombie pigs are so rough in Bastion routes. They really can just like... You can go from having a quick route to just having nothing.
Yeah.
As soon as there's one pig in the wrong spot, it just... Trying to coerce those pigs past them with their pig phobia. Zombophobia? Is that a thing? Surely zombophobia is a thing.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Do you have a fear of zombies?
You know what? I can't say I've ever thought of that question, but if I saw one, yeah, I'd probably be terrified. Yeah. So, but I mean, with my bias in Minecraft, zombies are just pretty bad. So,
They seem. I don't understand how they always win. They seem bad for the most part. In a lot of the movies, they're slow. They're dumb.
yeah.
Like you just tower up 2 blocks and they can't get you.
Yeah, that's what I do IRL. Put two
Yeah.
blocks under me. Easy.
What blocks do you use?
Huh?
What blocks IRL do you use?
I don't know, whatever I have lying around. Um,
Just some
I
granite.
guess wood. Yeah,
Solid gold
I
blocks.
guess I get a
T-Wags does seem
tree.
like the type of person to have those hanging around, actually. Now you mention it.
I live in a bastion. Yeah. Um, no, but zombies. Yeah, zombies probably wouldn't be that bad IRL. I mean, if you think about like how they would actually have to work, um, I mean, they expend like a good amount of energy barely doing anything, and they don't even have a heartbeat. It's a super inefficient thing. Like they would just be super slow and non-threatening at all. If a skeleton with a bow and arrow came at me, bro, I am terrified. I'm running for the hills. If Minecraft has taught me anything, they will kill you instantly. They never miss. They're too strong.
That's fair. I think I would literally shit myself if I heard a ghast scream IRL though.
Yes. Yeah, that's very fair. All
Just
right,
walking
let's.
down the street, hear that, no, it's no good for me. Um, yeah, 10 minutes at the spawner here for Maljack. It's very hard to like equate any speed off this run for either of them, of like what their overall end completion time is here, because they both just got rolled in that bastion.
Mhm. I mean, Emmy at least
Does
got 6 pigs or something, but Maljack got almost none. Had to wait for like 2 to 3 minutes on trades purely. So that, I mean, that's where all this massive time loss is. And I may even consider going back, restarting the seed and going creative and see where like an extra 4 or 5 piglins may spawn and just try to really like stress getting pigs from a really far area of the bastion, even with zombie piglins. Because you got to do something here. You
and
can't do 4 pigs on this next one.
if you do 2 RD or something, can you reduce the chance that they spawn in there and force other mobs to spawn near you? Like if you do 2 RD for that little bit of distance you run there?
I think, but you're only spawning SSV skeletons, which are basically none. So as soon as you render in the bastion, once you get there, they're going to start spawning.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know how to solve this problem.
It's a very hard one to solve. It's very RNG based too, because you just go there
Mm-hmm.
the next time and you have none. Maljack's sitting up for 1 cycle as well. Looks like he's also chose to not do 0.
Yeah. All right, here we're gonna go. It looks like Emmy's still gonna have the seed best going into this last attempt from both of them. It's actually gonna be very close with only 12 minutes remaining. Maljack does need a sub 11:21 at least anyway, but the timer is ticking down.
Are we gonna come down to the pig RNG in the Bastion? Is that what we're waiting to see?
I mean, there's got to be
How much-
solutions to it, right? It can't just be like, oh, another RNG element in Minecraft that I can't solve. Like, there's got to be.
I think RNG manipulation. Oh, sorry, render distance manipulation can probably limit it, but I don't think it's gonna solve it.
Yeah.
I think you still stand a chance of. I think there's some partial solutions, but I don't think there's going to be a holistic solution because it can just spawn there.
I mean, I've
And
done routes
if it
where
can,
I
it
hit
will.
the zombie pigmen and just aggro them to
Yeah.
the piglin trading hall. And
Yeah, reduce.
like it can
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, depending on where you are, if you aggro piglins and then hit a zombie piglin, you can bring all of them to a piglin trading hall and solve your problems. It's hard, but there's possibilities. Maljack here getting 1 cycle around the 13-minute mark. It's going to be a 13:06. With honestly probably more than 2 minutes of time loss in the bastion. So without that time loss in the bastion with a clean route, that probably would have taken it. So Maljack gets another chance here.
Emmy's looked at an Enderman as the
Oh,
zero. Oh, that Enderman did get pushed away.
okay.
Should be fine here. Oh, it doesn't have any blocks on the hopper. Oh,
Nice, nice. Oh, that's a 1036. Wait. That's
yeah,
way
decent
faster.
time.
Oh my god. Wow. I mean, honestly, the buried treasure is about a minute faster with the tools and the spawn.
Oh, Maljack's built up in the wrong spot there. The golem had the advantage. Found a little bit of extra height and
All right, Maljack needs a miracle here. Needs no zombie pigment in the bastion. Needs all the piglins to be in one spot. Doesn't have time to scout out to
no.
get more piglins. Yeah, that's the other problem with
There's
12 minutes of scouting
there's
is
not even
like some
there's not even
things.
reset time. Like to
Yeah.
reset for like a random because he lost a bit of time there to the golem and it's very early into the run. If he had an extra 2 minutes on his completion, he could just reset for that or just like try to push for make sure you do get the quickest time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this just has to this run has to be it. There is no other thing for him to do.
Yeah, like 90% of a seed and a route you're going to get a good handle on in the initial scouting time, but that last 10% is things that usually are just not obvious until you actually run the seed, like the zombie pigment problem. So with the extra
Yes.
scouting time, like I like it. I feel like you should have a faster route, but then again, now you've already committed so much time to scouting, you don't have time to scout a different faster route. Now you just have to deal with the zombie pigment issue. Now Maljack is in a lot of trouble, so maybe less scouting time would have been more beneficial
Yeah,
here. I don't know.
yeah. It's so hard. It's also hard to like look at this yourself in between a match and like, okay, maybe I do spend less time next time, but yeah. I'd be interested to see a few people like actually try to. I feel like a lot of the time is coming from overworlds for most of these runs. Is the differences in overworld routes is mostly what pushes runners like 30 seconds in front of others. It'd be interesting to see people just actually attempt their overworld route a little bit sooner just to get a gauge on it and just like rebuild it, because I think you could easily spend a bit more time on your overworld route and save that 30 seconds. Maljack skipping the top chest this time as well, actually.
Okay, yeah, going straight for this iron. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah. Didn't get the iron from the chest though, has to grab that still.
Here we go. Okay, got the iron. Yeah, it's gonna be faster. All right, no zombie pigmen. All the regular piglins.
I think.
Yeah. Here we go. Yep. Oh, don't die.
Oh,
Please don't die. Oh.
struggle block. Oh, that is not the spot you want to be in. Oh,
There's so
I
many
think he's
pigs
okay.
now. There's
He's
so many
okay.
pigs. This is it.
He's fine. There's no crossbow guy.
Oh.
I'm scared.
This is it. There's so many pigs. This is the run. Okay, yes. Get him trading. Go.
I'm worried they're gonna run over the hole. Nah, they're in. Still 3, 4.
That's good. And then the
Come
5,
on.
and then he's got
5?
the guys above. 6. Oh,
6?
there's 9.
Oh.
Yeah. 9 is good. 9 is
9
very
is good. 9 is better than the 3 he had before.
A little slow with the crafting the iron pick and then getting down here and almost dying, but does have 9 bread, does have a lot of pigs trading, should be much faster. Emmy in a similar position here.
Yeah, Emmy hasn't got the pigs from this middle rampart. But oh, Emmy is looking to go for a pearl hang here though. I think, because are they out? Actually, maybe Emmy's out.
No, only 5 pearls, I
No, yeah,
think.
Pearl Link. Yeah, going for a Pearl Link.
That's smart
Which
too,
I guess if you're not
yeah.
gonna, if you're go, yeah, low on pigs, this is just a good use of time because you're gonna have to use that time anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, that can save like 30 seconds because you got to do this 30 seconds anyway, and you might as well have the pigs trading. I
but
feel like Maljack could have maybe done that as well on the first run through.
on the first run through, yeah, but this one's pretty quick. He's looking to be out at like 520. But you
Okay.
look at Emmy now, still has to go back and check trades and is pretty kind of low, so I gotta wait to heal a little bit here. But she's, yeah, they're not even done trading. Emmy is behind in this head to head we have.
Okay.
Although it's a 3-eye though, so they actually don't need that many.
6 minutes. Maljack needs to beat this 10:36. A lot of doubters in chat, but I think it's just barely possible. There's the spawner, about 6:07.
I think Emmy's slightly ahead on this run though. 540 spawner.
Oh wow, wait, how is Emmy here so fast? Oh, I guess just the overworld route, huh?
The time there's a little like time difference between the two of them, and yeah, I think it made it look like Emmy was a bit behind, but it's actually, yeah.
Yeah, Emmy just with
Most
the playing better overworld route, doing blaze better on enclosed spawner. I like that.
Maljack's headed to the other spawner though to get the trigger the instant next wave. Already everything pre-crafted and gonna do a blaze bed here as well.
Yeah, frontside blaze bed still leaves about a third of that spawner exposed in the back, so we'd expect Maljack spawns are going to be slower and a little bit more difficult to take out, but that 3 spawn is right in the front, very easy to hit. Oh, 4 spawn actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
Still gets
so
the 4 spawn.
I'd like to see Maljack hang a pearl towards where he wants to go next while doing this as well if possible. That's the advantage to being at this open spawner, is he should be able to get a pearl closer to where he wants to blind. As opposed to Emmy where she's stuck in, has to pearl down. I've seen her dig out on the back left of the spawner. Gets out there and yeah. Maljack having to deal with a ghast as well. Getting May lead. There's fire everywhere.
My god, only 4 rods. This is another slight issue with the exposed spawner. Yeah, only gets
That is, yeah.
1 spawn there because the entire spawner is covered
spawner's
in
fire.
fire. Oh, but
Oh, it only needs the 1 spawn though.
okay. Emmy also leaving 744.
They're both
Emmy's
heading to
like
blind.
30 seconds ahead
Emmy-
leaving for it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty close. That's an 841 leave by Maljack. Emmy, though, still 30 seconds ahead. Emmy just looking cleaner. The overworld route at least saving 30 seconds.
Yeah, that 30 seconds just held all the way through the fort, so it's interesting to see that they had pretty much identical fort splits. Fort, like, from post-bastion to blind, almost no difference, because Emmy was 30 seconds ahead there, and that stayed exactly the same. Maljack gained no time, and there's still a chance for instant purchase on this, right?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No, the dragon perch time is, it will not perch before that, and it will perch at exactly that time. Well, it will begin perch approach phase, so there is some variability. I don't think Maljack can beat this 1036, although it is going to be pretty close. I know Manuar is being a doubter in chat, but
with it being a set spawn, it'd be almost correct to play closer to the fountain. Right?
Essentially, yeah. Because you do want the dragon to be able to strafe you whenever possible, so that it can get into perch approach phase, but you don't want.
And then it should also.
the magic in the
keep the
fountain.
notes.
So
Yeah. Maljack had a crossbow here. Could have shot a crystal to change that perch and maybe get a quick perch.
seen that happen before. If Maljack knew the time situation, maybe that would have been the option. Oh. Maljack here getting a perch at 1016. Oh, now you are. How's it feel to be wrong? Maljack does end up beating a 1036. Everyone make fun of Nayor for being incorrect. Emmy also getting a perch here. Actually needs this now. And does get it. So Emmy, Maljack
No Enderman
almost
chasing
sneaking
her at the
away with
moment.
that one. Almost
Yeah.
sneaking away with that with the 1032.
If something went wrong late into the run there for Emmy, that would have been
Not in
that could
time?
have just easily went Maljack's way.
Wait.
Not in time. Really? I was not looking at the. That is. That's so hard to see that little clock in the middle, and our bottom one is.
What?
A buzzer beater from Maljack.
I'm shocked.
The
I
heavens
don't
are
know
calm me
what this...
down.
No way.
I want to watch that again. I almost want to look at the VOD and watch that again to see how much it was by.
1032
That
to
is
1036 because Emmy doesn't. No way. 0.5 seconds. Wow.
that is. We also missed that T-Wag. That's on us.
I thought there was still like a couple minutes left. I thought they still had plenty of time, but.
Oh.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to triple check the and make sure the timings were correct and everything. But it looks as right now Maljack actually just took that one by milliseconds.
Yeah, like that's just. It is just what it is. That's the point in like the.
It's definitely correct. Wow. Well, I'm gonna check it. Now you were saying 4 times during that last seed that Maljack can't beat a 1036. Maljack can't beat a 1036. It's impossible. There's no way Maljack can beat a 1036. I don't trust you for shit right now. Now you are. I'm gonna double check the whole VOD, okay? Jeez, now you are. God.
We will be delayed on the second match. We're gonna be watching 40 minutes of.
Yeah, we will. I will give the win to Maljack right now, as that's what the mod says. And we will cut away for only a couple minutes break here in intermission because the next seed is starting very, very shortly. So we will see you guys in just a second. All right, welcome back, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna say Maljack has the win for that one. We don't have much time. We're getting right into seat number two. I will triple check the VOD and the replays and everything, and make sure that all the timing makes sense. And then Maljack actually took that one, but I can't believe it. I was doubting the whole time. I was like, Maljack could maybe take this, but Pod, let's just forget about that seed. What are you seeing right now?
T-Wags, for some reason, there's a temple in the Pillagers Outpost.
Well, what do you mean?
These pillagers have stolen a jungle temple. That's what I'm seeing here. Somehow, they've stolen it and then they've abandoned the the jungle outpost, as it would be called now. It's likely they're probably going to look for a pyramid to bring back to add to this monstrosity.
I see. That's the lore behind this. Interesting.
There has to be lore behind this. It's almost intersecting with the ruined. What the?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the ruin portal probably has lore here as well because that's remnants of ancient civilization or something. So, yeah, yeah. In the early days of construction, the older inhabitants didn't really quite know what was going on. So this is a jungle temple on top of an outpost. It is a little bit burning because it's a little bit too close to that ruin portal, but it's holding up. It's holding up.
It looks so majestic.
That's great. Huh?
Where's the buried treasure anyway?
Oh, right. All right. Here we go. Here is the scene. Wow,
There is a buried treasure.
And Golden Drop 5. There's also buried treasure. Wow, look at that. This scene is eerily similar to the first one. That was strange. Yeah, all those structures nice and cozy to each other. Of course, a fun wildcard seed on seed number 2. And yeah, the nether is a little bit more plain. Let's see. What else is in the nether? There is a good bridge. Wait, is that the same? Oh, it's also bridge or staples. What the?
Yeah, you have to trade 10 blocks. They're running it back.
It's also bridge or staples. It's like the same nether. It's just a slightly different overworld.
The bastion that's at 0 negative 80 is quite the distance closer than the other one. Yeah. Compared to the other ones we had where they're very similar. This one's, unless you're spawning on the other side and the terrain just doesn't work, you're going to that closer one. But they still have to trade 10 blocks here as well, so not even like a reprieve on the trade portion. They have to trade a lot, but they do get pearls early, so we might see if they're optimizing their routes here, maybe they can pearl to the fort and do a quasi-miracle route and come back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also thinking the 2-eye portal room looks a little bit better, and it is closer to that bottom bastion, so I wonder if you, maybe based on the terrain, it does look like nether waste, maybe tank that time loss getting to that one, and you can pearl hang to a 2-eye or something, and if the travel of fortress isn't bad, so...
16 and 18, there's probably not going to be too much difference between killing 16 blazers and killing 18 blazers, though.
Mind the wolf and the outpost tents. I like the way you think in chat. That's not bad. I mean, all the other trades look pretty good. It was really String was the one that was lagging behind.
That really was, because it's assumed that from those trades they're going to get 12 obby right here in the chest for Maljack. So they don't need obby, they just need the pearls. So they could be out on 4 gold blocks if they have the foresight to
if you get
notice
wool, if you get wool, you can do 4 gold blocks. The bastion route would be pretty easy, and that opens up either bastion. Any kind of route can trade 4 gold blocks pretty quickly.
Would you notice that? Would you chuck that in your route 2 ways? Would you notice that?
Absolutely. In fact, I've already done one of those on a test run of one of the other seeds.
I would just like look at them like
up where I'm convinced mining wool at the outpost is actually the correct play in the overworld, and we'll see if someone else does it. It is a different seed that is coming up.
I would never have thought of doing that. You could tell me to mine and I'd be like, no, you're silly.
Scout and route, you gotta get quirky. Wool? You gotta be different, you know. Okay, Emmy practicing another exit. Oh, I see. Emmy trying to see if the top netherrack right above this lava is good enough to exit. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like it.
It does kind of you can get like a little bit of a false reading here on this third portal that she's making.
Mhm.
So for her it might seem like it's not gonna hit, but it might actually hit in the run. That's not bad. You'd take where that is though.
Mhm.
Like you down the stairs, there's no point spending extra time on that. You're losing like 2-3 seconds.
It
Places
does
like
look
your
like
overworld route on this seed is probably going to be way more important.
it does look like the portal, the second portal they make is like in the correct position to fit in that portal room. So I think it is possible to get in there on the right
Yeah.
block directly in. But yeah, and that four-way that four-way is wide open, so it should be easy to snap to that regardless of where you're standing.
I'm so eager to watch how they run this overworld. As as Emmy locates the buried treasure, and then I think I figured you have to run through a jungle though. This is harder than running through a savannah. Like you will lose more time on that. Yeah. Be interesting to see if Maljack takes the extra time scouting again. Because in the end, it paid off. There's not always a guarantee you're going to be able to complete 3 runs. It was it was down to the buzzer, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't say his technique was off when he won by a fraction of a second. He technically did win, so
I think he might spend a little bit less time, and it won't do the full 12 minutes, but probably goes to the thing. Emmy struggling here to get up.
there is the jungle temple chests are accessible from the center of the outpost, so you got to kind of figure out like a route there. I think my idea was to make tools first and then go up and mine through the bottom of the jungle temple to get the iron from those chests.
Is it quicker to mine down here through 3 dirt, or just mine the cobblestone off the side of the bastion? Bastion? The outpost, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Overworld
I mean,
bastion.
I just learned recently that cobblestone takes slightly longer than regular stone, which I didn't know. So I guess mining the stone from the ground is a little bit faster, but you do have to go through dirt. So I don't know.
Emmy going on an adventure.
Yeah, this is a lot longer route to get here. I think that chest is only 1, maybe 2 blocks from the side of the outpost, but getting the iron.
I expected to optimize that part in between the next runs, because it's been like a little bit rough here for her to like get started on this run. Like I feel like there's easily 20 seconds lost due to just not knowing where to. Like right now has to build up 3 blocks to get back to her crafting bench. And it's fallen down. Ugh. There's plenty of time loss here. There's plenty left to be desired in the overworld routing, and the lava pool's gone.
Because the leaf block. Well, that's okay. I mean, it was a pretty scuffed start anyway, so I think Emmy's got a lot of improvements. And yeah, has to take out that leaf block for that room portal completion now.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the seeds in your wacky seed finding days? Have you seen the ruin portal intersecting with mansions that the portals instantly light? Like they don't instantly light, but they'll light pretty quick due to the obsidian in the I'm struggling with this. The obsidian in the mansion completes large U ruin portal and it lights.
Yeah, I saw
interesting
a video from Dylan DC14 who has done a bit of seed finding for us. So about half of the winners finals and grand final seeds are from Dylan DC14. So they're insane. But yeah, Dylan was able to find a mansion with the obsidian room on top of the room portal that actually lights itself. Yeah. I did see that one.
Such a cool seed.
Yeah.
I've never seen a seed like this where the pillager outpost is pushing up the spawn position of the jungle temple. Is that what's happening? Or
I think so, yeah.
why?
I guess
Like yeah.
I know desert temples spawn at the same Y every time, but maybe jungle temples are different. They spawn at like the yeah, because I've seen jungle temples super super high up, so they probably spawn like at the highest like block, right?
Well, it's halfway through, so they must spawn at. They must choose something
Or
to
maybe
spawn
like the
on there.
center of it spawns at the highest block or something, so that's why like half of it's usually buried. Jungle
Yeah, and I
temple
might have
takes
just
average
found.
height. Okay, well there's Dylan in chat right now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because it's halfway up the pillager outpost, so that makes sense.
Maljack, 11 minutes into scouting, is looking at this buried treasure. It's right over a
Maybe.
lava pool. No way. Does he just skip the entire combo? What did Emmy
It's looking.
forget? Does Emmy not have wood?
It's.
Oh.
But it's interesting here because Emmy's had a few bits of false starts here for her, but Maljack still just spent all that time looking at the seed and reviewing it. So Emmy's been trying to run the seed and gaining a little bit of advantage on how to route the overworld, but overall Maljack's likely gaining that bit more information. Trying to get that optimal route. Yeah, what's happening with Emmy here?
I don't know. Emmy's game might have crashed or something.
Okay.
First time chat. Thanks. I don't know what that is. Okay, Emmy's game might have.
Thanks for the 69 bits.
Well, Emmy's at 2 minutes though. You want to restart this.
Yeah, because that's gonna log that as. What?
I mean, I guess we could take that time out of the actual completion if we have to. But yeah, maybe Emmy hasn't noticed that the timer's starting at 2 minutes from the game crash. So if Emmy completes this, we might have to do some math.
Yeah, she wasn't playing the run before. No, because she has nothing.
Yeah.
Maljack going for this buried treasure. Maljack on the first run, but heading straight for the buried treasure. And looks like he's just going to ignore the structure. And the Dolphins are punishing him for it. The Dolphins are unhappy with his choice.
Emmy had a dolphin
And
on the
sending a
last 3
signal.
treasures. This is like the exact opposite of the last run where Maljack didn't see the buried treasure. This time he does. And yeah, Emmy having to deal with dolphins before.
Maljack having to deal with a lot of different, having a bit of a struggle here.
Okay. Okay.
Look,
Yeah.
Emmy had a few struggles.
Nice.
Emmy had a few struggles on her first overworld. Maljack's just reciprocating, just to make sure that it's all balanced, as all things should be.
Oh my god, Emmy has a
Okay.
ghost nether. Emmy has a ghost nether. Well, okay. It's not a ghost nether. It's a world file duplication or something. It's the opposite of a ghost nether. Emmy, you
What?
gotta restart the seed. Emmy, you're really forcing this one. So what happened
Is it worth
is...
thinking the channel with her and letting her know that
so what
she
happened is Emmy entered Nether, got a game crash, which was a ghost Nether, started at spawn with no items. The timer was at 2 minutes. But now Emmy has like a set portal position in the Nether with no Nether portal. So I think you can keep going when this happens, but there's no Nether portal on her side in the Nether. It's just really weird.
Yeah, it's a weird reversion. Yeah, okay.
So we'll have to do some manual... Actually, now you are. Can you go in the VOD, and if this run does complete, can you tell me what the time should be? Because we're gonna like... I feel like Emmy is gonna really try to complete this run, and we're gonna have to count it We're just gonna have to subtract the time or
Yeah.
something.
Well, it's hard because if. So wait, did she already enter the nether but reverted all the way back to 0?
I think so.
That's crazy. Doing different bastions here from them both. Emmy going for the gap again, and Maljack going for the bridge.
Yeah, Maljack
This
was a
is
very different
the
spawn point.
yeah. Maljack doing the buried side here for single triple Dowski route. A lot of pigs there. That looks like about 8 pigs. More than enough. 9 pigs.
Yeah, should be totally good. Don't need much else besides strings. So I did see Emmy run past a stack of wool. Well, not a stack of wool, but like that wool little outpost thing, which would have been cool to see.
Yeah.
Because now Emmy is pretty much good on pearls and obsidian. Just needs like a trade from another 2 gold blocks, but he's gonna have to wait the entire like 8 more gold blocks just for strings. So it is gonna be quite
Yeah.
slow. Fire res as well. Yeah.
As we can see here from Maljack, Maljack's taking the opportunity while trading because he knows he needs to trade it all to hang a pearl towards the fortress. Did Emmy just go hang a pearl as well? Emmy looked like she was out there for a sec. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both on really similar pace.
I think Maljack might be
Honest.
about a minute in front. I think Maljack's about to hit the fortress now.
I'm
Where it's already
just
7 minutes for
really
Emmy.
not sure what Emmy's actual time is, though. It says
What?
7:30 on the Bastion leave right now, but that could be 2 minutes later.
Where's Maljack going? Oh, he hung a pearl towards blind. Maljack has a pearl hanging back towards blind, and is going for this fortress now. So hitting the fort at 5:40 for Maljack.
Okay, that
While
does seem to be
Emmy's
pretty
looking to.
good.
I guess Emmy's 2 minutes behind. That's right. I'm
Yeah.
really just like. It's hard to like look at a clock and not rely on the clock.
I think they're a very similar pace right now. Like Maljack's around 6 minutes. I think Emmy's also around 6 minutes into the run, but Maljack already has a pearl hung to the blind, whereas Emmy's just gonna have to pearl after this. So I feel like Maljack is ahead. Hey Emma. Hello. Okay, Emmy
Maljack getting a
with
few strays here as well.
beds. Yeah, Maljack does have plenty of string, it looks like. Plenty of pearls. Get that gassed. Bam. Nice. Got him.
So they have to kill, was it 14 blazes or 16 blazes for 5 rods and 18 for 6 on this seed?
Yeah.
So they really want to be able to blaze bed or something like that on this seed as well, but having to kill so many. It is a double spawner though. And that looks like it'll be close enough for both.
Yeah, I think you can stand in a spot that activates both of them, so I think it technically is a double spawner. And I'm wondering if the bridge is maybe the southern one and Maljack is pearl hanging past the bridge, that's probably the southern stronghold, which is a 2-eye. If I had to guess.
Yeah. I think the only reason you go for a separate stronghold, other than just the straight up closest, is for the 2-eye. Because both other ones were both 1-eyes, correct? Or 1-eye less?
1 and a 0-eye, but the... Yeah, one
It's
closest
pretty,
to the
it's
4
pretty
is
equal.
0-eye, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. 217. Well, hopefully it doesn't come down to within less than a second again.
Dude, I still can't believe Maljack robbed Emmy on that first hit. I'm gonna be honest, that was insane. That was what a steal, dude. Man.
I was likely all calculated. No, that was rough. That was
Hmm.
like well played to both runners on that last save it, and to like for it to come out that way just makes it such a great moment. Like it's a memorable moment. Maljack loading his pearl in now. It's, I think it might have been further than 32 chunks away because it took a while to load in
Yeah.
there.
All right, that is positive. It's about 1500, negative 100, which would be the red stronghold, which is a 1-eye.
Interesting.
Yeah, positive negative is the 1-eye. Emmy is at negative 160. Emmy still has to go pretty far negative Z to get there, though. It's going to be negative negative pretty far, and that's going to be the 0-eye.
Yeah. Okay.
Only 2 more blazes to get to that 2-eye, so if it's far enough, then that makes sense for Maljack. He's out at about 9 minutes.
A little bit lost here. Probably just looking up the portal room coords. Looks like the portal might have missed. Well, I don't think it might have missed. I can pretty clearly see it missed. Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of nav. All right, we're there. That was kind of far away.
Yeah, I think the cave around this this portal room looks a bit rough.
Oh, I mean,
Maybe it was might have been one block off.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Emmy had to go really, really far through a lot of lava lake. A lot of slowdown here to get to this nether exit. Hopefully gets close.
I keep looking at Emmy's clock and it was like 12 minutes, jeez. I was like, keep forgetting.
Okay, so it looks like Chad is saying Emmy is 217 on the clock behind because of the issue. So pretty similar enters from both runners, to be honest.
Yeah, there's about 20 seconds between them, I think. Very, very close though. Hopefully for the next few runs we can be a little bit more certain of what pace people are entering where on.
I did not expect Maljack to go for the spare chart. That's crazy. Like the outpost with completable ruined portal on the jungle temple. I feel like it is faster on Emmy's side, but you do have a lot less food, so I kind of understand.
Yeah, and I think Maljack's put that to use as well. But you don't get the wool. If Emmy was getting the wool here, I'd be in favor of Emmy's route. If there was extra iron
and there was shears, it would be like the obvious play. It'd be like 100%. But yeah, with this
just
with the slowdown,
pre-craft some shears and put them in there. Really, you can make it more obvious.
Maljack getting a nice quick perch here.
Yeah, nice 4-bed. Emmy's still waiting for her perch. Any second now. Maljack finish time of what is it?
11:30 I have from the mod for Maljack on the first completion. Yeah, even with 217, that's an incredibly low perch for Emmy. What? That dragon was like on the obsidian. Oh, okay. Oh, still gets it. Nice. All right, so time coming in is gonna be nothing.
It looked like
it up as a run. What was it?
It looked like 12:01. I think.
All right, we're gonna.
Yeah, chat's right.
The mod doesn't even know that Emmy is running the siege right now. That's how broken this game crash was. 12:01. Okay, I see multiple people coming in with 12:01s. As long as it's substantially slower than 11:30, that means Maljack will have the seed best currently. So that is fine.
Maljack's doing here? He was checking out the. He's checking out the outpost again. Maybe gonna change his. Did the dolphins annoyed him that much on the first one?
I mean, he does have 15 and a half minutes. There's no way he can get another completion. You could start the same route now, and as long as you don't, you could still give yourself room for error. But he kind of has 4 minutes to just do more scouting if he wants. So I think it's a good
Do more
choice.
scouting or give yourself leeway for an early death or early restart. Play the start of the run a bit more risky. I think he's just looking at the best way to dig this out with a pressure plate because before it took him about 20 seconds extra time, and he's got it figured out now. So yeah, I think okay.
Maybe
Emmy, get the.
does the room portal? Actually, I don't think the room portal has a light. That would have been nice for Maljack to scout, but it is only a single gravel for Flint, so you probably don't even need a shovel. You just mine that one gravel by hand next to that buried treasure, and then
Yeah,
you can go without a shovel, maybe. Emmy in 142. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, this is Overworld's been one of the most interesting Overworlds I've seen in a long time. It kind of sucks that the buried treasure's so close. We just need to add we'll add a rule and ban buried treasures from use on certain seeds.
Well, I mean, you give him an outpost, completable ruined portal, jungle temple combo, and then Maljack runs 90 seconds to a buried treasure. It's like, what are you gonna do?
It says 50 seconds.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's closer than I think Emmy went further for the buried treasure on the last seed. After taking the emeralds, probably planning to do some trading.
Yeah. Doi Pingu on my YouTube feed, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, put out a video that just says, "Hey stonks," and I was like, "All right, Pingu, what are you doing now?" And I skimmed through the video, but I think Doi Pingu just did "Hey trading strategies with a hoe" in 1:16 and got a 21-minute run. It's like, all right,
Well,
hey,
it's viable.
you know what? That would have been world record for 1:16 at some point. Just trading hay for pearls. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, having to deal with the Hoglin before getting the trade started, though, is kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, I think the Bastion routes are pretty much identical here. Like, it's the seed is just so mirrored, even though they're doing different things. Like, they're just, what was it, 320, like 3:30 trade starts for Emmy here. We'll see what time Maljack starts trades, gets there first. Because Maljack's entering the Nether at like 2:18?
Like 2:15, yeah. Pretty close.
2:15.
Has to dig through this to the chalice. It's pretty good. I mean, this bridge was kind of tough to get to, but with this better spawn, the chalice is like right through this wall, so it actually does make it a lot more viable than the stables.
Yeah, and the few extra blocks here just not terrible for routing. You probably wanted a couple of blocks anyway, and it's straight to the chalice.
All right,
So
Emmy.
what did I say? It was like 3:30 trade start time for Emmy.
Emmy pretty good on pearls and obby, but yeah, it's just that string, the slow waiting for trades at the stables. I mean, I guess you could go pearl hang right now, right? Like that seems like
It's
the play.
100% what they should be doing. Is pearl hanging. Whoa. Maljack forgetting to make the helmet.
Oh,
And paused to make a helmet and got rushed by pigs, but gets away with his life, and because he's going for this buried treasure, has the food to make a mistake like that.
yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get the cooked pork there and also have food, but that is more of a time loss compared to just the buried treasure. Yeah, he's still just waiting for string. Now going out.
Looks like pretty much identical trade start times for this as well. I think Maljack's making up a little bit of that time on the pearl hang to blind cords is where they're basically where like that little bit of difference in their routes last time must have come from. We'll see. It might have just also been the mod, and who knows with Emmy's last run, to be honest.
Yeah, if there's a weird world where Emmy somehow wins, but the mod doesn't log in her. Oh god, I would hate if that happens. If Emmy actually wins, That was a weird place bet setup, but that was cool.
You would hate if Emmy wins.
No, if Emmy wins and the mod doesn't recognize it, we are absolutely screwed because it won't let them play the third seed. That's the problem with
Yeah.
automation.
It won't. Oh, I thought it might have been triggered from yourselves via just like an API called update records. That would have been smart.
What did you just say?
Words. I thought with the ESI because it's linked to the website, right?
Yeah.
So like there's API endpoints that are related to the mod. Oh, I guess the API endpoints aren't related to the mod, but it could be, and you could just have it set up that you can start and stop it whenever.
I mean, well, yeah, we can manually change things, but it's coded so that if it sees Maljack at a 2-0, it'll not send the third seed. So if Emmy's time didn't go through and she actually did win from that, it would automatically think Maljack wins.
I'm trying to save the seeds as well. That makes sense because you don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to just like release them all and have to redo seeds. So, but
yeah,
I mean, Emmy didn't get the faster time with that one anyway, and I'm hoping if Emmy does get a faster completion here, then it will show up on the mod. And it was just because that was a weird glitch. But I hope her game isn't just completely glitched now and nothing is working. That would suck.
Yeah, maybe it just didn't have the start time.
Okay, 7 minutes on Emmy's screen, 4 rods.
I had a fair few strays there for Emmy.
Mm-hmm.
Maljack trying to get to the double swanner now.
Okay, rod number 5. One more blaze, I think, for Emmy. I think there's 2 blazes you have to kill. Yeah, this is going to be it. This seems like pretty good pace to me. 740. Done with blaze rods.
Yeah,
Emmy does have a long way to go for this nether exit, though. Ooh. Ooh, okay.
Pearls like that, it won't be that far at all.
That was a 1 block little strip of land. That was a huge time save.
That's so smart. Oh, and Maljack loses a blaze rod over the edge. It has a pearl hung, so it's actually probably not the biggest deal. And just drop down and get that at the end.
Ooh, Emmy with such an improvement on the travel time here. Soul speed boots, not having to deal with the lava. Oh, Emmy is almost there to the cords right now. Yeah. This is like at least 30 seconds of time save over the previous one.
Hopefully reapplying fire res, digging down because it's going to fall directly into lava here.
840. Ooh.
So, well, that's sand. Our fastest completion is 11:30 by Maljack.
Okay.
This is definitely on pace for quickest run.
I think it could be, yeah.
Good. Hopefully just the mod works, and
I really hope so. It's only gonna have 1 completion for Emmy and most 2 for Maljack, but either way it should still recognize that Emmy wins if this is the fastest time. So it's around a 9-minute enter. Maljack unhanging the pearl at 8 minutes though. Also really close.
Hopefully if Maljack's portal hits this time too. I think he's got to move a few more blocks here forward. Emmy setting up the obsidian.
Oh, this is really close. I mean, that was a 9-minute enter for Emmy. It's 8:30 for Maljack. Maljack on crazy good pace too.
Yeah, Maljack hopefully hits this room here. Or his blind position. Yep. Yeah, he's just below the portal room.
That's a faster enter.
Yeah. It might come down to strafe pattern here, like.
Might have been gravel. You could set up the end fountain obsidian with gravel underneath because there's a torch there. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it will place on that torch block because it's not in a falling state. It won't break. Maljack holds
Okay.
30 seconds faster. Chat thinks.
Emmy gets the perch. 4 bed, 1 anchor ready. Does hit it.
Does it? That's it's like a low 11.
It does come through in the mod. There we go. That is an 11-minute flat from
Nice.
Emmy. Stealing back the point. It's going to be 2 points to 1 so far. But Maljack
At
with
least
a
we've tested the
faster
mod.
enter. Yep, the mod did work. Let's go. Maljack, I think getting a faster enter, but it's not guaranteed. The dragon has a little bit of messing around,
Is
so it depends. You want it to
what is?
fireball
Why is
you.
Maljack out so far? Does Maljack have a pearl? There's no pearl in the hotbar, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have. I guess you know when it's gonna perch, so you can still make it. But yeah, you don't need to stand this far back, especially with low hunger.
No, because yeah, low hunger. The dragon also comes to you because it's gonna turn back in here.
7 bed, 1 anchor for Maljack. 10, 20. 2 beds look good. Wow.
What a close
Maljack,
match!
the thief,
Wait, there might be
stealing it away from Emmy at the last second on both seeds. It's a 1037.
Yeah. Oh, Maljack me off.
You didn't need to. You didn't need to put that in there, but.
Sorry, it's just reading Amazon's messages from before.
That's gonna be 2-0 for Maljack. I feel bad for Emmy because that was down to seconds and even milliseconds on the first
Yeah,
seed.
milliseconds on that first seed. That
Did not deserve to be a 2-0. That was extremely close, and that's sadly going to be it for Emmy. I had Emmy going much further into my bracket. I really wanted to see Emmy take on some top contenders, but it's going to be Maljack here, and playing well today.
yeah, very well played from Emmy today as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just unlucky. Like we'd be on a seed 3 probably right now with that first seed because that was just there was nothing in that. Like you could go back and watch it again and again and again, and you could find half a second of time save anywhere, but there's nothing that could have been done.
Yeah. Good scouting on Emmy on the first one. I think Maljack just barely squeaked that one by, but Maljack with kind of cool scouting with the buried treasure on the next seed with the bridge turned out to be just barely enough. I think they both played really, really well. I think it just came down that last 20 seconds to routing and just micro time stuff. So very well played to both. And that's going to be it. I am going to triple check after this chat to make absolutely sure that the first seed, everything was correct, and that the Emmy's completion wasn't overtime and Maljack's completion was on time, because that was too close. But I think that's just going to be a 2-0 and Maljack will move on. And that's going to mean Maljack is going to go up against the loser of Enemerald and Hoffick in the lower brackets. And 07s to Emmy in chat. 07s, she played very, very well. I'm an Emmy fan after seeing her run in this tournament. So, yeah, and thank you, Pod. Thank you for commentating. It's very fun.
Thanks for having me.
Maljack stays in. You get more Australian matches.
Yeah, that's. Need to write on that. Just Maljack.
Yeah, you get to commentate all the Maljack matches. He's still in it. So we'll send it right over to Maljack. He can send it off to someone else, but go give Maljack a follow. He will be staying in the tournament in the lower bracket. And we'll see you guys later. Bye, chat.
Hey.